Recording in progress.
How many session tracking methods? 4. What is first one? Second one, URL rewriting. Third one, HTTP sessions. Fourth one, hidden form fields. Say, first one can we implement independently? Second one, third one depending on either with cookies or URL rating. That's what with cookies. Second one with URL rewriting. Okay. HTTP sessions with cookies. HTTP sessions with URL rating. Like totally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 it becomes. This session tracking method only we can implement in 2 ways. Okay. You have seen this program, you have seen this program with cookies, you have seen with URL rating. 4 programs you have seen. Okay. First, I'll give the difference between this one and this one. Note down. Differences between HTTP sessions with cookies and HTTP sessions with URL rewriting. HTTP sessions with URL rewriting. Differences between HTTP sessions with cookies and HTTP sessions with URL rewriting. Okay. Now, one side HTTP sessions with cookies. One more side HTTP sessions with see HTTP sessions with cookies, HTTP sessions HTTP sessions with URL rewriting. Now, differences between HTTP sessions with cookies and HTTP sessions with URL rewriting. One side HTTP session with cookies, one more side HTTP session with URL rewriting. Now done. In this session tracking method, session ID in the session tracking method, session ID created by web container. In the session tracking method, session ID created by web container, comma, pass it to client system, and stored in cookie variable. In this session tracking method, session ID created by web container, pass it to client system, pass and append it to URL. And append it to URL. In the session tracking method, session ID created by web container and appended to URL. Have we written any cookie code in yesterday? Have we written any cookie code? By default cookies. But URL rating, one method we call encode URL. But that is cookie implicitly works. Now, first point, this is next point I'll give. Both the cases, client state information where it is run. Okay. That is HTTP session, it is HTTP session. Session means server side. Session tracking method is same. ID purpose little different. Okay. Here session ID is stored in cookie variable implicitly. It is by default. Here session ID is stored in cookie variable implicitly. It is by default. Here session ID appended to URL by using encode URL method of HTTP Servlet response interface. Here session ID appended to URL by using encode URL method of HTTP Servlet response interface. Say HTTP session with cookies, HTTP session with URL rewriting. Here ID created stored in cookie variable. Here ID created appended to URL. But here by default implicitly created. We are not creating cookie variable. But here explicitly we are appending to URL by using encode URL method. Okay. Here explicitly encode URL method. That is by default. It is not default. Explicitly we are right. See, there also HTTP session, here also HTTP sessions. That means client state information stored in server memory. That is same. But both the cases ID required. ID created and stored in cookie variable, first one. ID created and appended to URL in second one. But that cookie by default works. But here explicitly we have to call encode URL method. Next, third difference. This session tracking method fails if the cookies are disabled. This session tracking method fails if the cookies are disabled. Here, this session tracking method always works. This session tracking method always works. In both the cases, ID we can see. If you see also, you cannot do anything. ID, it doesn't do anything. It is not password, no. With that ID, we cannot interact also, no use. In these two, which one is better? Which one is better? URL rating is better. It always works. This session tracking method always works. So in real time, maximum cases, this is only will be there. HTTP sessions with URL rating will be there. Is it over? Now, sessions and cookies, that is also we'll see. Next, differences between cookies and HTTP sessions. So if they ask only sessions, also HTTP sessions only. Okay. Differences between cookies and HTTP session. That means first method, second, third method. See, here I given cookies, URL reading, HTTP session. Now this one we are comparing. This one we are comparing. Is it over up to that session, HTTP session with cookies and URL reading? Now this one read it. Differences between cookies and HTTP sessions. Cookie HTTP sessions also both are same. Only sessions also we can call. Otherwise, write cookies one side, sessions one side. HTTP session or session both are same. A cookie is a piece of information stored at client side A cookie is a piece of information stored at client side to maintain client state information. Every day we are writing program online shopping example. In that, which is client state information? Books. Books are client state information. In previous program, items, shopping items, nothing but books. In previous all programs, books is a shopping. One more, login application, login, forwarding, redirecting, also a changed code. There, what is client state information? Username and password. Their username and password. Okay. A cookie is a piece of information stored at client side to maintain client state information. Here. A session is a piece of information stored at server side to maintain client state information. A session is a piece of information stored at server side to maintain client state information. A cookie is a piece of information stored at client side to maintain client state information. A session is a piece of information stored at server side to maintain client state information. Next. It supports string type data only. It supports all types of data. It supports string type data only. It supports all types of data. Because in a cookie constructor, value parameter, string, here value parameter, object. Object means employee, student, anything you can pass, no? Third one. Here number of cookies are limited. Here number of sessions are not limited. Here number of cookies are limited. Here number of sessions are not limited. Nothing but size of the data. Otherwise, in the bracket, size of the data. Here size of the data is limited otherwise. By default, when cookies are vanished, by default, cookies are vanished whenever browser window is closed. By default, sessions are vanished after 30 minutes in a Tomcat server. That is depends on server. By default, cookies are vanished whenever browser window is closed. By default, sessions are vanished after 30 minutes in a Tomcat server. Here, it is possible to set the time interval by using set max age method of cookie class. Here also it is possible to set the time interval by using set max inactive interval. One minute. Here it is possible to set the time interval by using set max age method of cookie class. Here also it is possible to set the time interval by using set max inactive interval. Method of HTTP session interface. Here it is possible to set the time interval by using set max age method of cookie class. Here also it is possible to set the time interval by using set max inactive interval method of HTTP session interface. Okay. Any other differences? Cookie programs you have seen, session programs you have seen. Any other differences? Here, first cookie means client side, piece of information client side. Session means piece of information server side. Here only string type, here all types, because here string parameter, here object parameter. Here size of the data limited, here no limited. Okay, not limited. By default, cookies are vanished after 30 minutes, whenever browser window is closed. Here after 30 minutes. Here set max method we use, here set max inactive interval we use. Now, which one is secure? Sessions, write it. Cookies are not secure. Because cookies can be viewed by users through browser settings option. Through browser settings option. Sessions are secure because stored at server side. Depends, not depend. That is cookies. We can implement independently also, no. But sessions depending on cookie or URL reading. That is also one difference. This session tracking method can be implemented independently. This session tracking method always depends on either cookies or URL reading. To maintain session ID. Here, is it session ID created here? Here, session ID not created. Here, session ID created. Is it over? Now, I'll explain why cookies not outdated. I'll explain. Writing is over. All people. See here, total 4 session tracking methods. 3 session tracking method completed. 3 session tracking methods completed. Okay. Out of 4, 3 completed. Actually, this 4th one is not considered as a session tracking method. That is HTML knowledge required. It is completely different. Only HTML request get parameter method only required for that. HTML hidden form field. Hidden form field nothing but input type equal to hidden. Then hidden box created. That is only session tracking method we use. Latest servlet specification, this method is removed. They are saying only 3. Okay. It is not considered also nowadays. Now in these 3, now first one, cookies. Now if the data is confidential, which one you have to use? Compulsory you have to select HTTP sessions. Compulsory you have to use HTTP session if the data is confidential. If the data is not confidential, you can use cookies also, URL reading also, HTTP session also. Then also you can use this one. No? Suppose more amount of data is there, size of data, only maximum amount of data is there. Then compulsory you have to use sessions only. Okay. Secure also you have to select this one. More amount of data is there, then also you have to select. And even here sessions, one more point I given. All types other than string, if you want to store, then also you have to use this one, you know. So maximum cases you are selecting this one. Other than string, you have to use this one. Size of the data, more amount of data is there, then this one only. Confidential, this one only. But remaining places also you can select this one. Instead of these two, if it is data is not confidential, very few cookies are there, then also you can select this one also possible. Instead of cookies, instead of your leading, you can select this one. But why these two not outdated in real time? I'll explain. Can we implement this one independently? This one? No. This one either depending on first one or second one. In first one, second one, which one better? Second one better. This is the reason second not outdated. It requires second, no? It requires second. That's what second not outdated. But why first one not outdated? I'll explain. See, it is server. It is database. Now clients are communicating with server. Now clients are communicating with server. Online shopping items is a client state information. Is it confidential? Is it confidential? No, it is not confidential. Can I use sessions? You can use sessions also. If I use sessions, what is the problem? I'll explain. Then you will understand why cookies are not outdated. Okay. Now, online shopping items is a confidential. It is not confidential. That online shopping items is not confidential. Even other people, if they see also, nothing will happen. Okay. Shopping items names will be there. That is nothing will happen if other people, if they see also. Then actually, which one you have to use? You have to use cookies. You have to use cookies. But if you use sessions, what is the problem? I'll explain. Then you'll understand why cookies are not outdated. Suppose here, first this person logged in, and for this person one cart created. Okay. Username AAA. For this one cart created. Session ID 101 created and passed to client system. Either with URL rating or cookies. URL rating, assume. With URL rating or cookies, anyone. Now, it is passed. But actually here we are storing shopping items. If you store here, what is the problem? I'll explain. Then instead of storing here, you'll store here. Cookies. Okay. If you see the problem, you'll understand. Now, second user also memory allocated. Username BBB. Now here 102 ID created. Okay, that ID passed to client system, stored in cookies or appended to URL. Anyone happened. Here also same style. CCC user 103 session ID. Now 103 password. It is stored. Now this person started shopping. One item added. With that item 101 comes. 101 matched here added. This person started shopping. He selected 3 items. 3 items comes, 102 comes. It is stored. This person also started shopping. He selected 5 items. 5 items stored. Now this person is browsing some other category. One more category of item is browsing. This person, this shopping site minimized. You open Gmail, is browsing mails. He already selected 3 items. But now what is it is, he minimized that window, he opened other website and is browsing mails. Now this person is selected 5 items. He also minimized that window, he opened other website, is playing online games. Now again this person one more item is selected. That item comes here. Item stored. Again is browsing some other category. Still is buying. Okay. This person after half an hour he opened again shopping. He selected one item. That item comes here. Again he minimized. Again is browsing mails. Okay. This person, he forgot shopping. He forgot. He's playing games only continuously. Already online games he's playing. Whatever he selected 5 items, that item forgot. He, shopping also he forgot. He's playing games only. Now, he opened what are the item he selected. He paid money through credit card, debit card, something paid. Then session logged out. Here memory vanished. Here memory vanished. Everything clear, over. He paid money, he purchased item, that memory also vanished year and year. Here, this person again opened 2 items is selected and again is browsing mails. But this person, he forgot shopping. Okay, continuously playing games. Again, this person again just total how much amount is there, he checked. But it actually is not in his budget. Okay. What he did is he cancelled. Then totally memory wasted. These all wasted. Just seeing that bill only, he cancelled. Then here request cancelled. These all items are removed from cart and it is also vanished. But this person, he forgot shopping, continuously playing games only. Like this, how many people are doing worldwide like this? This type. Many people will be there, no? Many people, they'll open shopping cart every day. They'll see the offers. They'll see some discounts, all those things. They'll add to cart, they'll remove cart, they'll add to cart, they'll remove from cart. Like this, they'll do. How many people are really buying? How many people are doing time pass? 90% time pass will be there. 10% people really buying. Few people, what they'll do, suppose they want to buy one mobile. About that mobile, complete description, they'll see. They'll complete about that mobile, complete specification, they'll read everything, they'll read. It's like 3 days, 4 days, they about that mobile, they'll compare with other mobile, this mobile, that mobile. Later they'll go to shop, they'll buy mobile. It's happening, no? That type also they are doing. So 4 or 5 days they compared with different mobiles, models, all those things. Later they'll go to shop, they'll buy mobile. But here, whether you are really buying or not, it doesn't know. But it has to maintain. Like this, 90% people, they'll add to cart, but they won't buy. Again, they'll remove from cart. One day they'll add, next day they'll remove. Like that, 90% people are doing like that only. 10% people really buying. But that shopping server doesn't know whether you are really buying or not. It has to maintain. Like that, if everything is maintained in server memory wasted, no? Server performance will decrease, no? Then instead of storing these items in a server, if you store in client system, it is better, no? That is the reason we'll go for cookies. If it is stored in server, those who are really buying, they'll face the problem. Those who are really buying, they'll face the problem, no? Because server performance will decrease. More memory occupied. Server performance will decrease. Those who are really buying, they'll face the problem. But this person, will he think about server memory? He's playing games. Will he think about server memory? If that system is hanged, he'll think. If server system is hanged, will he think? Never. So he's already opened shopping website. Minimized is working. If problem is in the system, he'll think. But about server, who will think? No one will think. That's what. Instead of giving burden to server, maintaining, if the data is not confidential, that data you have to maintain in client only. That is only best option. Okay. That is the reason cookies are not outdated. But with URL rating, what is the problem is, suppose 20 items you'll add. How to add? One website, one page to another page, you have to add. Again, second page to another page, again you have to add. That is very lengthy process. URL rating, if only when it is suitable is little amount of data, 1-2 variables are there, it's okay. But shopping items, if you use URL rating, what will happen? Page to page, you have to append. How many will append? That is very difficult to write program. Now, I written 2-3 books, that is okay. But every page, if you are append to appends, 10 solids are there, 10 categories of items are there. Category to category, you have to append. That is a very lengthy process. Writing programmer point of view burden. So only 1-2 fields are there, it is okay. If many are there, it is not suitable. That's what definitely will go for cookies. Cookies also, selected items are stored in array. Cookie array comes, no? It is convenient also. As compared to these all. Convenient. 10 items also store, 50 items also store. Writing program also array format comes. Convenient way also. And main reason, instead of giving burden to server, we'll go for cookies. But if the data is confidential, compulsory, you have to use HTTP session only. You should not think about burden to server at the time. Confidential data. Data is not confidential, think about cookies. Instead of session, cookies better. Like that, we have to select. Okay. Same. Books to program, cookies also you have seen. URL rating also you have seen. HTTP session with cookies also you have seen. HTTP session with URL rating also you have seen. And even login program. For that one also you can add this session tracking. You see. So cookies you have seen, URL rating you have seen, HTTP session with cookies you have seen, HTTP session with URL rating you have seen. In a login program also, we can use session tracking. That is redirecting program. Login solid to welcome solid I given. Login solid to welcome solid. So in this program, you have seen, in this program I added cookies. In this program I given URL rating. In this program HTTP sessions also possible. See how to do, see. Login solid. Writing program style is same. Writing program style is same. Here I appended to URL. This is I've shown cookies also, URL rating also. Suppose username, password. Now, if you want to append, if you want to add to server memory, what you have to see? It is just welcome URL pattern. Before this, HTTP session HS equal to request dot get session. Okay. After this, HS dot set attribute. Yes. First, uname. Here S1. This is only uname pivot. This is, you can add. Next again HS dot set attribute. Pivot. Here S2. Over. This is third session tracking method. Now redirected to welcome. Now welcome solid you can open. Here you can retrieve. Now it in previously I given like this. Now not like this. HTTP session HS equal to request dot get session. Now string S equal to HS dot get attribute. Attribute name uname. But it is downcasting. Explicit type conversion required. No? Over. That's it. It is third session tracking method. See. Login. Run on server. Save. It can be any client state information. Writing program style is same, you observe. Same style. See, homepage.html. Say login. Username triple A. Password triple A. See, we are getting triple A, no? But where is session ID? Where is session ID? Here not displayed, no? Cookie. Inside a cookie. You can see. Settings. Here cookies and site permissions. Manage and delete cookies. See all cookies. Here one cookie. Here localhost. Here session ID. J session ID. This is a cookie. Session ID. This is a cookie variable. So it by default cookie created. By default cookie created. If you want URL rewriting, what are the changes required? String sc equal to what do you write? Response dot encode URL. Encode URL. Here welcome. That yes, you can pass here. This is old method. You call capital. Now encode URL. Okay. That is first URL, that small letters came, later new method came. After getting that one, that is not, we are not using. String sc equal to response dot encode, not encode URL, 1 minute. Encode URL also is there. This is here welcome. Now here what will happen? It is URL pattern. Now session ID appended with this method. Now it contains session ID as well as URL pattern. Now this is nothing but URL pattern will be there, session ID will be there. You see, right click, run as, save. One line only different, one line. See, homepage.html, login. See, here, ID printed, ID displayed. This is HTTP sessions with URL rewriting. Previous one, HTTP sessions with cookies. That's it. Okay. Now, last session tracking method, hidden form fields. Nodal. Hidden form fields. In this session tracking method, client state information stored in hidden fields. In this session tracking method, client state information stored in hidden fields. In this session tracking method, client state information stored in hidden fields. It is very easy to implement because it requires HTML code. It supports text only. String type data only. Here also, here size of the data is limited. This all browser dependent means limited. Server side means n number of elements possible. Here size of the data is limited. Here it is not possible to set the time interval. Here it is not possible to set the time interval. Hidden fields also not secure because hidden fields can be viewed by user through view page source option. Here one more thing, hyperlink doesn't work. Compulsory form submit button required. Here always form submission required. Page to page submit button required. Here also one problem. Maximum places sessions next cookies. Session with URL writing will write. That's what all in use. Maximum place data is confidential sessions, but session directly not possible. No URL writing. Say data is not confidential cookies. Like that. That's what all in use. Here always form submission required. Here hyperlink doesn't work. Compulsory form submit button you have to write. These all about hidden fields. Say in this session tracking method, client state information stored in hidden field. It's just like a input type equal to text, input type equal to checkbox, input type equal to radio, input type equal to hidden. That is the hidden box, hidden form field. Very easy to implement because it requires only HTML. Here text only, nothing but string only. Data limit because it is also browser related. All browser related, some memory limited only. Timing in setting time interval not possible because no methods. It is HTML, tags and attributes. Hidden fields we can see. We can right click, we can see view page source option. It is possible to see. But submit button compulsory. Form submit, form, inside form submit compulsory. See how to implement. Is it over? Now. Again, file, new, dynamic web project. Suppose hidden form field. Next. Finish. Now right click, new HTML. Books.html. Finish. Here already HTML program you have seen, no? That HTML, this HTML, same. One character also I won't change. That is only will continue. This is only will continue. No, here no change as it is. One character also won't change. Same. Here set URL pattern. For that, set cookie, get cookie I given. Next set URL, get URL I given. Set session, get session I given. Here set fields, get fields I'll give. Same. I'll continue. Okay. Then one character also no need to change. HTML program same. Next solid. New solid. Suppose hidden form field. Set fields. Okay. Set fields. Next. Here URL pattern set. Okay. Next. Which type request? Get. Do get. First, retrieving from HTML page. How to retrieve? String S1 equal to request dot get parameter. Parameter name book1. String S2 equal to request dot get parameter. Parameter name book2. Next, string S3 equal to request dot get parameter. Book3. These all we have to place in hidden fields. First HTML you have to write. HTML if you want to write, first print writer equal print writer response dot get writer. See here HTML body bg color. Now after this println here form tag required. Form tag. Form action. Action equal to get. It is URL pattern. It is URL pattern. Here pw.println form close. Okay. First submit button I'll write. Submit button compulsory required. No? Input type equal to submit. Input type equal to reset. Okay, reset not required. Leave it. Submit button only I'll change. Value equal to next I'll write. Then it appears next. Because previous all program next hyperlink are written. Instead of hyperlink button, but submit button. Now pw.println center close, body close, HTML close. Form also we have to close. Now you observe previously your books are added to cart. Next hyperlink. Hyperlink if you click get, but if you click submit button then get, because form action. Here we'll write input hidden fields in between in a form, because form fields. So here these all books I'll add to hidden fields. How to add? See here input type equal to hidden, name equal to book1, value equal to S1. Okay. It is one hidden field. Like this only. Second, third. Book 2, book 3, S2, S3. Now, this S1, S2, S3 variables, no? That's what? Double quotes plus. Here plus double quotes. Double quotes plus. Plus double quotes. Double quotes plus. Plus double quotes. Okay. Now you observe. What I did, you observe. HTML program, one character also I didn't change. As it is. Whenever you click on submit button, set URL pattern executed. Set nothing but set fields. This program executed. The books, whatever you selected, not selected, all retrieved. All retrieved. All books as it is, I'm placing in hidden fields. These 3 hidden fields. It's just like a appending to URL you have seen, no? That type. Hidden fields I stored. But you are writing hidden fields means compulsory form required. Form, if you write, compulsory submit button required. But submit button name I changed. Next. If we click next, what will happen? Form action equal to get executed. Get nothing but next solid executed. Now, these all books are added. Now, that's what one message I'll display here. Your books are added to cart. Okay. This line, otherwise, you can write after adding, you can write here. At last, that one same. Now, here. First, what will happen? These all books retrieved from HTML program. From HTML program retrieved. Okay. After retrieving, those all placed here. See, book 1, S1, book 2, S2, book 3, S3. Now, these input tags, if you want to write, compulsory form tag required. Now, that's what form open, form closed. Form is there, you have to submit button, you have to write. But submit button value I changed. Instead of submit, it is next displayed. Previously, all program next hyperlink displayed. But next button displayed now. That button, if we click, next solid executed. But what will be displayed here? Your books are added to cart displayed. Next button displayed. So before next button, this is better. Otherwise, next button first displayed. That's what I'll write here. Okay, I'll writing is there better. Now, first your books are added to cart displayed. Next button displayed. These all not displayed. Hidden fields. It doesn't appear. Right click, view page source. Then it will see. You can see. Okay. Now, this is form fields. Now we have to write one more solid. Now we have to write one more solid. Get solid. Okay. Right click, new, solid. Hidden form field. Get fields. That is set fields, get fields are given. Next. Here. Edit. Next. Do get. Now, how to retrieve from hidden form field? The HTML page only, no? How to retrieve? Again, same. String s equal to request dot get parameter. Book 1. String s2 equal to request dot get parameter. Book 2. Get parameter. Now, string object format comes because if you don't select also, I'm adding. That is, you are already in the program. Here, S1, S1. Here, book 1, S1, book 2, S2, book 3, S3. Here, null is also string format stored. Then how to check whether it is selected or not selected? Equals method required or operator required? Equals method required. But not equals method not there, no? Not operator. S1 dot equals. S1 dot equals null. Okay. Now, same style. Here S2 dot equals S3 dot equals. Okay. Here first, if it is selected, Java to complete reference will be there. It is selected head first Java. It is selected SCJB by Kathesira. Not selected null. Suppose assume not selected first one. Now S1 contains null. Null which format will be there? String format will be there. Like this. S1 refers one object. In that object, null will be there. Now, not selected, null will be there. Null equals null. True or false? True. Not true. Not true. False. If null is there, we should not add. Other than null is there, we have to add. We have to display. That's what null. Suppose null equals null. True. Not true. False. Not displayed. Suppose here complete reference is there. Complete reference equals null. False. Not false. Then we have to display. What do you find? Say here Java to complete reference is there. Now S1 nothing but Java to complete reference. Java to complete reference equals null. True or false? False. Not false. We have to display. We have to display. Here null is there. Null equals null. True. Not true. We should not display like that. Print writer required. Okay. Here pw.println S1. pw.println S2. Okay. Now you can add remaining HTML. H1 underline text selected books. Okay. For this next line break. If HTML is there, you have to write like this only. At last, close. Body close. HTML close. Okay. Here retrieved displayed. Now you can see the program. Right click, run as Java, run on server. Save. Get field save. Set fields book.html both. Okay, these all I'll remove 1 minute. It is taking more time. Now finish. If all are there, it takes more time to start server. Now very quickly started, you observe. Now books.html. Okay, same program. HTML I didn't change. Suppose 2 books. Submit. Your books are added to cart. Next. See. Now, but how to see hidden fields here? Right click. View page source. See. Here value equal to null. We can see. This one if you add to username password you can see here. Anyhow books are displayed, but password won't display, no. At the time also password we can see. Here value equal to null. See, I selected here. It is selected. It is not selected. It is selected. Okay. This code we can add to login program also. Login here. Here also we can add. But HTML submit button required compulsory. Redirect also button required. Now, this program once again you see here button coming, not hyperlink. See, select the books. See, it is button. Previously hyperlink I given. Selected books. Okay. Hidden form field we can see like this. Right click, view page source option. Then this is not selected. It is selected. It is not selected. Okay. This program Monday you can write. Monday we'll see continuation. Sessions only secure. Sessions only secure. XML file. XML file. Chandrasekhar. This is XML file. Online students, one by one, I'll clarify your doubts. Next, Srishel. Normal method also you can write from do get or do post or service method you can call. Online students, 1 minute, wait. Srishel. So in Solid program also normal method we can write, but that method you have to call from do get or do post or service. Kadarwali. Data permanently if you want to store in a server system, they will never shut down. They never shut down. Permanently not required. If they require, they'll take. That means database. Again, database only how to store. See, what are the shopping items purchased and which date purchased? That information permanently stored, no? That is database only. Narendra Vas. Get blob method you have to call. You can bring the image. Kadarwali. Server failed to start means XML annotation. If both are there, that error message comes. Maybe other reason. That's what your screenshot mail to my mail ID. In URL rewriting also, selected books only displayed because we written code like that only. Vijay Kumar. Parvesh Gupta. What is your doubt? I didn't understand. Where we have to write. Exam you are asking. Exam written test. Written test. You contact admin only when they are going to conduct. Spring back. Yes. You can join Spring. Chandrasekhar. In this program, I didn't connect JDBC. Srishel. Server failed to start means there are some other two, three reasons will be there. Annotation, XML, both are there, fail to start comes. Port numbers are not matched, fail to start comes. Like that, many reasons will be there. That error message dialog box required to understand. If you want to add HTML, normal HTML program, image, you can use background, attributes you can use. image must be placed in your folder, right place, location, in a workspace. Then only comes. Any other doubts? You will see continuation on Monday. Assignments, advanced Java assignment, no one is doing. That's what I stopped to give. Core Java assignments only people are not doing. Many assignments I given in Core Java, but they didn't do. Still 25 days required. Okay, I'll share. Okay, I'll share in Google Classroom. We'll see continuation on Monday.